everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I was reading my YouTube comments and I came across this one right here, and I thought it would be a really good idea to make a video covering how to fix your rug if you mess it up in the middle of making it. If you guys are new to this channel is all about tufting. We tufted this rug behind me using our tufting gun off our website, rugbabe.com. We also sell tufting cloth and a bunch of other tufting materials to help you guys in your tufting journey. Again, that is rugbabe.com. Okay, we are going to be covering a few methods of fixing your rugs. I have personally made all of these mistakes and used all the solutions in this video to fix my rugs, and they have all worked great. We're going to start with the smallest mistake you can make and how to fix that mistake. Now, let's say that you tuft a line that, your yarn comes out a little funny, or you just want to redo the line for whatever reason. I'm just going to be using a needle, or you can use your fingers depending on how tight it's stitched into the fabric, but I'm just going to use a needle. And I'm just going to pick a random line because there really isn't, my tufting gun pretty much tufted all the lines really evenly and really nicely. But I'm just going to take a random line, and let's say I just, messed up this one. Just going to pull out all the yarn, and it comes right out. It's kind of like drawing, and then you just take an eraser and just erase it. It's so easy. When I found out about this trick, I could not believe it. I think I messed up maybe on one or two projects, and then I realized that you could just take out the yarn and redo the line. So we are going to start just a little below where we pulled our yarn out. You don't want to start right in the hole because you kind of need some fabric where it's going to start gripping the yarn. Like, you almost need like a little head start. So I'm going to start like right below, like a finger below, and that's where I'm going to start tufting. Yep, there you go. And like I said, I didn't really mess with the holes or anything. It just took that yarn right back in. The second issue that we run into is probably the most common issue, and it mostly happens with people who don't really have good quality guns, and their guns end up tearing their fabric when they tuft. This could also be due to over tufting in the same spot, but I mean, that doesn't usually happen because, like I said, you can tuft on the same line multiple times and it shouldn't rip. But in the case that it does end up ripping, I'm going to show you guys how to fix that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take out the yarn, and I'm just going to tuft over and over and over in the same spot and rip up my fabric. And there we go, we made a hole. I'm going to try to make it worse. So it didn't really work, so I'm gonna just take some scissors and I'm just going to cut a slit. I'm also going to do a slit sideways too, so that you can see it works for both horizontal and vertical cuts. So that's our hole right there. For fixing simple splits, all we're going to be using is some rug backing or rug glue, some scrap cloth, and a little spatula. This is the rug glue. I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to rub some on our areas. Now, this glue doesn't dry super fast, so don't worry about it drying up on you. I'm going to take my little scrap piece and I'm going to put some rug glue on it. The scrap piece is going to work like a stitch. I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm just going to put it on top. That way it almost seals the edges. Now this is the same glue that you're gonna finish your rugs with. Now it doesn't look cute, but we're just trying to salvage our rugs. I'm just gonna put it right over, try to stick it on. So take some glue and seal the edges almost. Beautiful. And that should do the trick. And now this is going to take about 24 to 48 hours to dry, more on 24 hours. Okay, we finally fixed our simple cuts. Now, if you made a big gaping hole in your rug, do not worry, you are finally at the part of the video where we are going to show you guys how to fix this problem. So we're just gonna do like a regular size hole and we are going to fix it, you guys. I know you guys are stuck and don't know what to do, and I 100% understand, because when I first started tufting, every single time I would make an error, it was just a learning process and figuring out, okay, what should I do? For instance, like that first trick that I showed you guys, I had no idea that I could take out the yarn from my rug and just retuft a line or something like that, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. And when I figured out how to do that, I was so shocked and so happy. So but yeah, let's get right into it. Let's just cut a giant hole so that we can go ahead and fix it. Okay, so just gonna cut this out real quick. Oh my gosh, my poor rug. Look, I have a mini rug. That is so cute. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a ruler or some kind of measuring device, and we're just going to measure. Okay, so this is about 3.5 inches by 3 inches, but we're gonna overshoot it when we tuft our patch. So what we're gonna be doing is we are going to be tufting in the furthest corner from the hole. You don't want to do it right next to it, because what we're going to do is we're going to be tufting a piece to put in here, and you don't want to tuft the piece, you know, right next to the hole and then cut it out, because then your fabric is going to start shifting. So we're going to do it in the furthest corner from the hole. All the way in this corner, we're going to tuft a little replacement piece to essentially fill in here and patch it up. So I'm going to draw exactly how big it is, and it was 3.5 inches. 3.5 by 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. So inside this little square is exactly how big my patch is supposed to be, and we're just going to tuft what's going to go on the inside of our hole. So I'm going to cut probably like 1 inch outside of my piece. Now, if you have another frame with cloth stretched out, obviously it would be better for you to make this patch on another frame so that you don't interrupt the project that you have going on, because, you know, I'm cutting out right here and it's, you know, loosening the cloth right here. Not so much, but still it would probably be best to do it on another frame if you have it, but we're just working with what we have today and what you know, most people have, which is probably just one frame and not like 5 sitting in their house. Okay, so that's not too bad. You know, it's just this little corner that's not entirely tight, but it's still super tight, so it didn't really affect it that much. But this is what our patch looks like up close. So this is our little patch. I just took out some of the yarn because it was a little too much that I tufted, and this is what it should look like inside of our rug. All we're going to be doing is we are going to be gluing the inside of these edges and then gluing right here and then sticking it like so. So first I'm going to glue the outside of the hole. I'm going to take a generous amount and put it on the surrounding areas of the hole. Now I'm going to take the glue and put it on the edges of my patch. Doesn't have to be perfect because when we put the patch in, we'll just put pressure on it to evenly disperse the glue. Stick that in there. Take my spatula with some glue and try to paste it all together. So we finished with this patch, and now we're just gonna glue the entire back of the rug, let it dry overnight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So it's the next day and it's been a whole 24 hours and our rug is completely dry. So I'm just gonna bring the camera up here and show you guys what it looks like up close. So this is what the patches look like up close, and this is what the rug looks like finished up close. And if you haven't already, you can check out our video on how to finish your rugs. I'm going to put the link up here up top so you guys can check that video out. Today, we're not gonna be finishing the rug completely because I just wanted to show you how to, you know, fix your rugs whenever you've messed up. And I just wanted to show you what it looked like completely dry. And now we're gonna flip the frame and check out the other side and see how it looks. This is the rug on the other side. As you can see, you can't see any visible holes. We're gonna point out the parts where we fixed. Now, we first started with this line up top. Of course, you can see all the little white pieces of fabric from the fabric when we were tearing it. And you know, there's some yarn sticking out, as well as down here you can barely even see it where we fixed it. And then right here we had our giant hole where we put a patch in. And basically we just need to shave the rug down and it'll be nice and even and as if you didn't make any mistakes. So this is where we made our first cut. As you can see, it was down here and some yarn pushed out, as well as the fabric. But like I said, we just need to shave that down and it should be flat, as well as the one down here. Honestly, I don't even know where we made the mistake. I think it was like right here somewhere. And then up here we have our patch. We have some yarn sticking out and some fabric. And yeah, as soon as we shave it all down, it should be nice and flush and even. I hope you guys found this video helpful and that you were able to salvage your rugs. I know that this is a last resort option, but I hope that it helped you guys out. Make sure to leave a comment, or if you need any help, you know, fixing your rugs or fixing your tufting guns, you guys can shoot us an email at support@rugbabe.com. Make sure to check out rugbabe.com where you can get your very own tufting gun, tufting cloth, and a bunch of other materials that you guys might need. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will be back with more videos. Thanks, bye.